Something unexpected happened and I didn't know. So I don't know if I've shared with you. Now, first of all, I just want to say if you don't already, okay, I want to say too much. So I need to I need to breathe because I'm about to word vomit on you. And I need to be very mindful of the words I use and the things I say because I will be the first one that does not encourage short form content. I want to people to be very intentional with everything they watch, which means you click and you decide everything you watch. Hey, Mr. Friend. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're here. I discovered so many things have happened. I'm so glad you're here. And I think it's just me and you, so we can talk. First of all, I want to thank you. If you can give me a thumbs up, please let me know that you can hear me because I'm trying a mic that I don't often use, but I want to thank you for your kindness. I feel like I know that oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I know that you are looking out for me and you don't like it when I get mean comments. And I thought your statement was so sweet. And I love that about you, genuinely. So much has happened this week that I don't even know where to start. First, I want to start by saying between you and I, if there's any apps that are just short form content, I wouldn't, oh, thank you. I appreciate you saying that. Um, I'm not encouraging anyone to add any apps to their phone and consume short form content, but I am trying to spread my message of using the internet for good, trying to find ways to build this into something that I can continue to do more of. So I have a TikTok account, but if you are not on TikTok, I don't recommend you doing it. I don't think the short form content is really good for us. And even though I don't use TikTok to watch other people's videos, as soon as I open up the app, it like puts a video right in my face already. And I thought like, and sometimes the stuff is really like harsh things and clips that it's like, oh God, this algorithm doesn't know who I am, or else it would have never presented this video. And then sometimes it's intuitive and it presents something that I probably would have watched. So I'm not encouraging it, but I just pressed the live stream button on that app because it said that you need 1,000 to go live on TikTok. And I pressed it and it actually had people writing and commenting. And I thought, oh, this isn't real. It said that it's a preview. It called it a preview. It's not a real live stream. But then I had people answering my questions back. So I figured it is. Oh, yes, exactly. No, no, don't do TikTok. I love that you wrote that. So Mr. Friend says, I'm already addicted to YouTube shorts. Can't add TikTok. Yes, I have occasionally watched YouTube shorts, but I choose them. I actually pick, like, based on the title and obviously the thumbnail, that's the short I watch. All the videos I watch, I actually pick them. I don't let anything feed me content. I'm selective with the content that I watch. And I still love YouTube a little more than I should, as I've shared. So I think it's very wise of you to not add TikTok. And again, I don't want to trash talk any apps that I'm using in one capacity, but I do not watch short form content and I do not follow anyone. You are more disciplined than me. You know what it is? It's not that I'm more disciplined than you, it's that I see it and I've learned it and now I'm studying it and understanding it and talking about it. So, how could I be on this channel talking about being intentional with with the content you consume and then mindlessly doom scroll or scroll whatever comes my way? Like, I think that's where people feel that, oh my God, what's that term again? Imposter syndrome. I think when the words that we say and the things we're trying to talk about are not in line with our actions behind closed doors. And again, I'm not perfect. I have my own set of flaws and things. But with respect to anything I've ever said on this channel, it is 100% in alignment with who I am behind closed doors. So again, I'm not perfect. Have some bad habits. I have things that I'm not proud of, all of that stuff, right? I say things I don't mean when I'm upset. I have all of that too. But anything that I've ever shared on this channel or anything I've ever said on this channel is actually in alignment with who I am behind closed doors and how I think when I'm by myself and what I do. So again, I'm not trying to be a guru or perfect, but I really am extremely ruthless with the content that I listen to and follow and the stuff that I allow into my awareness. So I do encourage people to do that, but I do love YouTube. And I do notice that when I want to go for a walk or wash some dishes or vacuum my house, it's like, oh, I either need music or a podcast, and It's something I'm trying to step away from. I've shared that before. It's something where I notice I want to be in more silence in those moments. Like when I work on my real job, I work in complete silence. No instrumental music, nothing background, complete silence. But every other time in my car, when I'm driving, it's like I want a podcast or music. And I think I'm not leaving room to just allow my own thoughts to come. Mr. Friend says, you are right. I will try harder to curate the content I consume. Yes. And if anyone could do it, it's you. It's you. I think you are much more disciplined than you think. And I want you to start giving yourself more credit. And even if we had struggles and troubles before, it doesn't mean we have to continue with that. We can change at any point. We can make a different choice, even if it's a slightly different choice. Even if it's unfollowing a couple things or keeping your phone in another room for a while. I mean, if anyone has any feedback on here, hey, we got Steve says, well, Steve's laughing. This is amazing. I'm glad you're here, Steve. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada, encouraging people, as usual, to use the internet for good. Let's talk about our hopes and dreams and goals. If you have any tips or advice or something that you were struggling with and now you find a way that you're working towards it, if you're comfortable sharing it, drop it in the chat. I'm like I said, we are intentional here on this channel about the things we talk about, and I give everybody a voice. I love reading. Oh, thank you. Steve says, you're pretty. Thanks. Well, you're kind. So I'm glad you're here. And again, I read everyone's name and comment on this platform. I was just saying that I was on another platform and I pressed live stream and wasn't expecting it to work because I didn't have the number of subscribers, and it worked, and there were all kinds of names and stuff popping up on the stream. So I don't know if I would be able to honor the same commitment I have on this platform of reading everyone's names and comments and giving everyone a voice. I'm not sure if I'd be able to carry that over to another platform because it's so quickly going through on my screen. But the purpose of using the internet for good, of live streaming, honestly, it comes from a bit of a, I don't know, desperate's the wrong word, but this is live. I can't ask ChatGPT, hey, tell me another word instead of desperate, because I want to tell people that I've had such a strong desire to have meaningful conversations and talking about ideas and the things we're working on. And I keep finding myself in rooms where people are complaining, and I understand that people bond through complaints, but I don't want to do that. I want to talk about ideas and our hopes and dreams and goals and the things that we're working on. So I've had to create this space myself through live streaming. Hey, isn't that crazy? I wanted to have meaningful conversations and podcasting. I had to like ask ChatGPT AI to, think like Wayne Dyer and Jim Rohn, and let's do a little interview together, like a practice podcast, because I'm so desperate for this. And I don't have right now a place where I can do this. So I have to create it myself. Imagine. But that also gives me hope that if there's something I need in my life right now and it doesn't exist, is that I can create it, which means you can too. If there's something in your life right now that isn't available to you, create it. Find another way. Think of an idea that you can create it for yourself. And I promise you, if you could build that mindset, that muscle of becoming resourceful to just, I'm going to find a way. Okay. Because I've shared before on this channel that I had a very fixed mindset and a scarcity mindset, and I was weak minded. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. I'm not an expert, please. But I've become so resourceful that when someone, even a stranger, was to tell me about it, like a problem or even technical problems that I have nothing, I don't have any knowledge about it, landscaping troubles, it's like my brain starts looking for solutions right away. And I'm like, oh, what about this? Can we try this? And I love just talking about ideas. Let's try this. What about this? Have you thought of this? And then hearing what people say and getting that feedback. Hey, yay, it's Dangerverse. Lucas is here. Thank you, Lucas. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. We got Mr. Friend here. We've got some new names here, Steve. We're talking about, again, using the internet for good. Lucas, it's the usual subjects, and just becoming intentional. And I love that I was so desperate to have these types of conversations that I ended up creating a space where I could just do it here live with people, strangers around the world. And you're not even strangers anymore. Like, you are part of my life, and I feel so grateful for this. So, as usual, if you want to drop your name in the chat and something that you're working on, some tips or advice. Hey, welcome to the channel, new people. See, Lucas, thank you. You're such a wonderful guest here. I love this. I am glad you're here. And I want, again, this channel is a place where we get comfortable saying the things that we do want in the world. Because again, I found myself in so many rooms, so many meetings, places there I have to be in, rooms that I have to be in, and it's just complaining and talking about all the problems. And I love spending a little bit of time talking on problems and then the rest of the time talking about solutions and ideas and concepts and insights and things that we can do to make a change in our problem, to take action in our problem, not to just sit in the problem. And I had a problem where I was desiring deep conversations to talk about ideas and feeling energized. I want to feel energized after I talk to people. And I wasn't finding that. And I had to create it here. I had to create it here on the live stream. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm trying to spread this idea of using the internet for good, being mindful of the content we're watching, being really careful with short form content, especially the kind that just like it's on I don't know, a loop, and it's kind of telling you what to watch. It's not something that you hand selected. So I don't watch any content that I didn't pick. So I pressed the button. I pressed it because of the title, because of the thumbnail, because of the subject matter. I picked it. There is nothing that I watch that's just fed to me. Hey, our new place looks so good. Yes, is it oh my God, not North Dakota. Hold on, hold on. Remind me where you went. Oh, it's on the tip of my tell me again where you said that you had to go to. It wasn't North Dakota, was it? It was Colorado? No. Remind me where you are because I'm so glad that your new place looks so great. It's really important to love the environment you're in. And if you don't feel like you love the environment you're in, you don't have to buy all new things. You don't have to move. Sometimes it's as simple as rearranging things, minimizing. I feel like that's the most that humans need right now is minimizing our possessions, not organizing, but minimizing and having less things. So I love that you love your new place. How's your week? Oh, Aurora. Oh, that's beautiful. But remind me what oh my God, I was going to say province, but you guys call it something different in the States. I'm in Ontario, Canada. We call it provinces. Oh, you call it states, no? What state is Aurora in? Remind me. Um, Thank you for asking about my week. It's been so interesting. I've had such a, so many highs and so many lows all within the same week, sometimes all within the same day. It's really quite fascinating. The human emotion, the human spectrum of just experiencing different things that happen. So I'm glad you're here. Tell me about your week. Tell me about what you want for your future. Let's speak it into existence. Do you want to start creating content? Do you want to be more creative? Do you want to create music, listen more, dance more? Do you want to find the love of your life? Do you want to feel more confident? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to become more healthier? I want all of those things. I want all of those things too. So I'm right here with you, not as an expert, but as someone that's equally on this journey and has spent a lot of time researching this subject matter and just loves bringing it here. Yeah, all of the above. Likewise, Mr. Fred, all of the above. Let's put it all out there, folks. You know what? I'm taking small steps every day to become healthier, wealthier, wise. Maybe become wealthier means learning a new skill so you can be more valuable and make more money. Or maybe becoming wealthier means being really cautious with how you spend the money that you have right now. There's a lot of people that desire all these things because the algorithm and the content that they're watching kind of feeds this idea of like, hey, this is what success looks like. This is what wealth looks like. You need this brand of car or you need this square footage of your house. And all of that's not true, folks. Um, Again, I wish that I could say more about my real, true everyday life because there's a lot of lessons I learned from that. But I know firsthand from personal experience and from the type of job I do that wealth and huge mansions and designer clothes and cars doesn't always equal happy people and vice versa. I mean, there. I'm not suggesting that not having those things, having more money is going to take away your financial problems. That's true, right? But if inside you're an angry person, or if inside you don't trust anyone, or you're always upset about something, noticing all the problems, having more money isn't going to take that character trait away from you. It might amplify it. And then the problems might become bigger. So, working on our character and our mindset is number one. And then from there, we get to add more value, learn more skills, make more money. I mean, what a beautiful thing. I've shared on this channel before that instead of me complaining about prices of houses and, you know, income and income taxes, oh no, someone's about to mow their lawn. I hope this isn't terrible for you. I clearly didn't think about that. Anyway, I thought my neighbor was away for the weekend, but it must be a few houses down. I hope the sound doesn't bother you too much. People, let me know. But maybe the focus isn't like what's wrong with the amount of money we have in our life. Maybe it's about how can I make more? How can I become more valuable? How can I increase my bank account and think expansive instead of the opposite of expansive? I can only hear your voice, Mr. Friend says. Yay. So we don't even hear the lawnmower. I didn't even have to bring it up. Thank you for saying that. I've watched meetings sometimes actually in work meetings where someone's talking about something and it's like, oh, sorry about this, my blah, blah, blah. And they tell a whole story about something and nobody else heard it. So it was like, what? What are you talking about? So the fact that no one else hears this lawnmower is fantastic. Thank you, Mr. Friend, for letting me know. Now we can move forward. Again, it looks like 12 people because the numbers keep changing. If you're comfortable in the chat, write what you do want for your future. Yay. Let's put it out into the universe. Like, I do want financial prosperity. I have a little cupboard in my house. I should probably show it to you because I do want to talk more about generosity and kindness, but I also don't want to exploit things that I do and be like, hey, look at me. Look how kind I am. Look at these random things that I do. I don't want it to come across that way, but I do think it's important for us to start talking openly about the kind things that we do because it might give others ideas. So I have a little cupboard in my house and it's got little gifts and they're nothing crazy. They're like little air fresheners for the car. I've got these little bags that they fold up into a keychain, but they're like grocery bags when you go to the grocery store. I've got cool little pens and little notebooks and little dinky cars. So if it's like someone's birthday, or like my son did reading buddies. And at the end, he gave the boy a little bag with some popping candies and a little dinky car. Or if I'm going somewhere and, I just put a little bag together, a little gift for someone, something small. But my goal is to make that little cupboard of gifts for others real good stuff. Like I would love, well, I have lottery tickets in there, but I would love like little bottles of alcohol and little gift cards and small things that can fit in the cupboard. But when I give you a little gift bag that you're like, oh, this is going to be great. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, these are cool things. I could use a pen and right? But I want it to be really cool stuff like, holy, you got me a little mini Grey Goose, something really beautiful. Hey guys, I have something to remind you guys. Yes, please do remind us. I would love to hear it because it's important. Share good news, share what you're going through, share what you're struggling. Let's talk through it. And let's use the internet for good. Because if I'm putting it out there, what I want my gift cupboard to be full of like really cool gifts that people are going to love. Oh, I have candles in there, but I want some real cool stuff. And that's my goal. I want to give better gifts and be more generous. God loves you all. Yay! Lucas has a message for us, folks. And it's for all of us that God loves us. Absolutely. Why not us? I feel like we are so loved and we forget. We forget. We need that reminder. So thank you, Lucas, for being the person that brings that reminder to all of us. Lucas just finished reading the Bible again, and what a beautiful commitment. What a beautiful goal to read the Bible. Someone very, very smart told me that every time we read a book when we read it again, we get something different every single time. We can reread the book throughout our lifetime, but we will get something different because we are different as the person reading it. So we'll notice different things, different parts will speak to us. So the fact that you've read the Bible more than once is incredible, and you're going to get value from it every single time you do it. Same with my book. If anyone gets the guide, if you revisit this and do the steps in 6 months from now, it's going to be different than now. It's gonna speak to you differently. No, I'm not even halfway finished reading it again. Oh, my apologies. So you're still reading it. You haven't finished, but you've read it again. And I wonder, is it safe to say, Lucas, that you're getting different pieces of information and seeing things differently a second time? Mr. Friend says, I've lost a lot of wealth because of my dissociative disorder. I'm struggling to come to terms with it. Perhaps God was protecting me. I don't really know how else to accept what happened. Absolutely. I feel like that's a beautiful way to reframe it. And I do think that even some of the darkest terrible things that we've gone through in our life, there is another way to look at it. There is another way to reframe it. And if you can find the value there somewhere, maybe like you've become so compassionate because I see your compassion, Mr. Friend, every time, either through the live streams, through your comments, you are deeply compassionate. And perhaps these challenges that come our way, they are meant to strengthen us. They are meant to add a characteristic trait that perhaps we needed and we wouldn't have gotten that direction if life was perfect. You're welcome. Thank you for sharing that. I think that you are smart enough to find the value and reframing it. And, just a simple comparison, it doesn't compare to that, but I had some comments that were written and they weren't mean, but they were more in an adult form. They were kind of more implying adult things. And it actually, I developed a whole post out of it. Part of, oh, I started a Substack, I started a weekly newsletter. If it's something that you're interested in, check out the posts. There should be a link there if you wanted to sign up for it once a week, some insights. And I actually, through that person's comment, I could have thought of it as like, oh, this is terrible. Look at what these people are writing. Or I could have thought, oh, like, wow, some people have maybe they don't realize their words and maybe they've been hurt by words before and now they use their words to hurt others. And it actually gave me an insight. Instead of hurting my feelings, it gave me another understanding, another layer. So sometimes these terrible things that happen to us, and this is by no means trying to compare to what you've gone through. I'm just suggesting that, hey, look, even if you take my father's death, for example, my dad died at 38. Now, every time I celebrate a birthday or even talk about my age, I feel lucky. I feel lucky to be 45. And that is because my dad died at 38. Maybe if he was still living here, I'd be like everyone else that complains, oh, I'm 45, another birthday. Nuh-uh, I'm grateful. So sometimes these challenges give us a perspective that we would have never come to on our own. Mr. Friend says, it's possible that God was protecting you, Mr. Friend says, and offers, or excuse me, Lucas says to Mr. Friend with tons of hearts, it's absolutely possible that God was protecting you. And I love that you wrote that. Again, Mr. Friend, you always have your solutions built into your comments, which tells me that you have all the answers you need. You have everything. You just have to shift the way you're thinking about it and you're there. You're already there. Thank you, Lucas. I do feel wealth was twisting me into something bad and I was too young to handle it. And now look, so you're still young. You're still young enough to create wealth again. And if you were able to create it before, that's proof that it's possible, which means it's more likely for you to do it again because you've already done it. For people who have never done it before, it feels impossible. So the fact that you were able to create wealth at some point and that you caught yourself going into a direction that wasn't good for you means it's absolutely possible for you to create it again. And now you can use this incident, the situation as leverage, as a teaching mechanism for others, which adds real compassion and value to your message. Hey, Kenneth Ford, Oh, Dangerverse said my dad died at 41 years old. I'm so sorry to hear that. So young, so young. Kenneth Ford says, good morning, Robin, and good morning, everyone. It's going to be a great day. Yes, Kenneth Ford always brings that little bit of hope and energy and sunlight into every live stream. So thank you for being here. Hey, perhaps you could post some of your new creations. Kenneth Ford is the one that does the, my God, what's the word again? What's that word? Oh gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Kenneth, help me out here. The clay and the stuff that he creates, I've posted it on the community channel before. Um, yeah, ceramics. That's the word. Oh my God, I would have never come to that word. I'll tell you right now, it's not part of my vocabulary very often. So thank you for saying that. And yeah, if you've created anything recent, please do put it in the community post. If you're working on something, if you come across a quote, Mr. Friend, yes, try. Absolutely. If you come across anything that oh, it didn't disconnect. Please give me a thumbs up if you're still here and you can hear me because I want the community page on my channel to be a place that, oh, please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Whenever these weird things come up on my screen, it disconnects the sound and sometimes it disconnects like my internet oddly. I live in the boonies. Um, oh good. Yay. Thank you, Mr. Friend. Yeah, absolutely. If they're, oh, good, all good, Kenneth Ford said. Friend, if you run into anything that you have found valuable, I can promise you that there's some value for one of us, somebody else. Oh, we did lose connections for a few seconds. Yeah, I put it on airplane mode this time because that does tend to happen if I get a call. Like my mom calls me in the morning, but I already talked to her this morning, and it will disconnect the sound, disconnect the live stream. Oh, it's a thumbs up. I could still hear you. Yay. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Again, if there's anything that you've ever found valuable, a quote, a tip, a book recommendation, Mr. Friend, you can put your book recommendation in the community post. I want this channel to be our channel. This isn't the Robin show. This isn't the look at me, I'm an expert show. This is our channel where we are in real time having meaningful conversations, sharing the tips and tricks and advice and quotes and work and art, anything that you feel like you want to share, you're happy with, even if it's something that you're struggling with. You're all rooting for each other on this community. That's what I love this YouTube. YouTube, I will always be loyal to this YouTube channel and community, regardless of what happens. I do have faith that this message is important. And I do have faith that this form of live streaming, this interactive live show, where you are equally part of this whole thing. Like I couldn't do it without you. I do think that there is something very special here, and I'm tapping into something, and maybe it's early, who knows? But I will always be loyal to this live stream community, you folks specifically, and I want this community channel to be a place where you share stuff. You share your art, you share the quotes, you share the books that you've read that you love. Kenneth Ford is going to share his ceramics so we can see. There was one that you made that actually looks like a cup that I drink my coffee in. So now whenever I see this cup, I think of that ceramic that you created. So you guys are in my mind, you're in my thoughts. I talk to you, I talk about you to my husband, things that we share and learn together. Yeah, I feel very grateful for this community. So if you are in a position to write in the comments what your hopes and dreams and goals are, what you want for your future, let's put it out to the universe. Let's say it out loud. Um, I love going through my book, 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset, because I kind of feel like I'm in a stage right now where I need these reminders again. And because I'm creating each day a video of each day for this channel, it's like I get to go through it again with the current circumstances that I'm in and with the current things that are on my mind. So it really does make sense to revisit books that you found powerful in your past, revisit them again. Instead of reading a bunch of new books, read some of the core ones that have impacted you, reread them if you can. Even if it's just one page a day. Where can I find that book you're holding? Oh, this is mine, actually. I created a little guide. It's thin, but it's on Amazon. It's only on Amazon right now, and it's called 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset. My YouTube it'll have a link somewhere in my YouTube like profile. There'll be a link there. So yeah, if you wanted to follow along, do the journal prompts. It's got little quotes, reflections, little mini challenges to step out of your comfort zone. and affirmations that we have to say out loud. And I know people, the word affirmations gets a bad rap because it's like, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. And if you keep saying it over and over, it'll become true. That's not true. You have to believe what you're saying. And every single affirmation that I chose for this book is applicable to all of us. There's nothing that's unreasonable here to say out loud. It's all reasonable stuff. I am capable of creating the life I want. I have everything I need inside me to thrive. I'm the person that I'm becoming is already inside of me. Like it's true, folks. There's nothing that I've said on this channel that's not true for every single person watching. Whether you're watching live, or if you ever watch the replay, there's value in the live stream replays. The stuff that we're saying here, we need that repetition, folks. We have to repeat it because the news stories will repeat itself. All the bad news and all the complaining, it gets recycled and repeated multiple times a day. So we need to take that understanding and apply it to the good things we want, the good things we want to say, the things we do want to believe. We have to apply that same repetition, the practice of repeating and repetition. We have to practice it in the good things, not just the bad. So that's what I encourage you to do. The link is in someplace on my YouTube channel. I'm so glad you're here. It's 10:41 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know if I told you, but my work is about to get harder and it's going to start on Monday. So they're sending a blast email to every client in Ontario. And I suspect that that email is going to generate a lot of work calls and a lot of work emails. So I have to, after this live stream, log on to my real job for the next few hours, really get prepared for what's happening on Monday, the phone calls, how to handle them, get ahead of it, and complete as much of my workload as I can so I can feel peace of mind on Monday when I wake up. I've shared on this channel before, Monday mornings feel heavy sometimes, and I feel something in my stomach, like it's a lot. And it's because of the way I'm thinking about it. So I have to take that understanding of myself and find, okay, well, how do you avoid it? Well, you got to work on the weekends. You got to work on the weekends, get some work done. So when you wake up on Monday, you don't wake up feeling behind. Is everything okay? Kenneth Ford says, thank you. We are actually, I'm in Ontario, Canada, and Ontario, Canada is changing the legislation. It's called auto reform, and it's going to impact, well, not only every auto policy carrier here in Ontario, Canada, but it's going to affect anybody that gets into an automobile, actually. So even not policyholders. In fact, it'll impact those non-policyholders even worse. And people who thought they were covered are not going to be covered. And they're calling it more choice for Ontario consumers, but it's actually much more risk and much more murkiness, and I'm on the front line of this because I do handle auto insurance here in Ontario, Canada, as well as high value properties and high value jewelry and art and all of that stuff. So, yeah, it's pretty serious. Yeah. And I want to make sure that I can handle the influx of all the uncertainty that's going to come in. We met with lawyers last week, or was it the week before? And even the lawyers were saying, this is so unclear. This is going to cause a lot of lawsuits here in Ontario, Canada. And we, as the frontline people having to explain this stuff, need to be very careful. We have to document everything. We have to be very careful with the words we use. It's very serious. And I do take my job very serious and I take people's peace of mind very serious. In fact, I get my peace of mind from offering peace of mind to other people. And right now, I don't have peace of mind. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to bring my work laptop in this little beautiful spot and I'm going to do some more training on it, reviewing all of the notes, reviewing all the information, and make sure that I am prepared for Monday. And then I'm going to do my work, some tasks, unfinished tasks as best as I possibly can. So on Monday, I feel peaceful when I wake up. You know what I mean? That's what it takes sometimes. You want to go to the gym in the morning? Maybe it means packing all your gym clothes out in the bathroom. So when you get up, it's already there. Filling your water. Uh-oh. I'm sure that disconnected for a second. I hope I'm back. I hope you can hear me. So folks, thank you. Thank you for this incredible live stream. It's always so good to be here. I hope you can hear me after that quick interruption. Um, my name's Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I care about you. I want you to thrive. I know that you have everything you need to thrive. I already know that. It's within you. You have the answers. You just have to. Yes. Oh, good. Thank you for clarifying. I'm glad, Mr. Friend, you can hear me because it's important what I'm saying to you. And it's not because I know everything, it's because we all need to hear this. I need to hear it myself. I need to hear that I have the resources and time and information I need to handle what's coming at me or what's about to come at me and our team and our whole brokerage in all of Ontario. I have everything I need to get through it and to educate people so they know. And and I'm just going to make sure that I do by learning everything and preparing ahead of time. So thank you for this live stream. I'm going to be scheduling some more. I won't be able to do a live next week. I have company coming over and then I have to leave for a few hours in the morning, so I don't know what time. So it's possible I won't have a weekend live stream, but I will pre-schedule next week's live streams because I hope to see you. And again, share anything in the community tab. Share your art, Kenneth. Share your quotes. Lucas, you have something cool you want to share? Please do. I love hearing from you, reading your comments, seeing your name on the screen. I'm so grateful for you. So thank you for being here and have an incredible rest of your weekend. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you.